we're going to talk about Lucha Underground. We're all really excited about it, especially me. Oh, my God.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
And then we're going in on Ace of Base.
You know, it was a hot summer day. I could go for some lemonade. How about you?
I love lemonade. My lemonade brings all the boys to the
Mark, we don't usually get to see your handsome face on this panel.
It's not.
It's not.
All right. Oh, God.
Guys,
I've made a huge mistake.
you know what that music means?
All that she wants
Yep.
is a little burrito.
It's the Lucha Underground after
I say
show.
that when I want a burrito.
Right here on AfterBuzz TV. We're talking season 9, episode 24. That's Macho Madness. I'm Ty Matthews. Y'all can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA. Joining me to my immediate left, much more immediate than usual. You can find him online at Jimbo in the Booth.
Hi.
Because he's James Franck.
Hi, I'm Jimbo at the table, on the awkward side of the table. I feel so far from Rachel.
miss
We're doing a lot of things different today, guys.
It's like in Mighty Ducks. How do you get the new players out and the fresh ones in? You gotta shout, change it up. Change it up.
Change it up. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. 2 Jimbos left.
I hate it. I miss you and I love you. I mean, I love you already. I don't miss you. I miss you. Cool.
I'm
going
never
on?
missed.
Miss you.
You can find her online at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Evans, depends on how your brain works.
Yeah.
Or you can find her online at www.youtube.com/snarled.
That's right.
www part's very important.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Guys,
is it important?
It's Rachel Evans.
I love the World Wide Web.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Hail Satan. Satan,
Hail.
Satan, Satan. Six.
We're teaching Rachel how to make a pentagram with her hands.
What have I done?
How do you do this? My hands are shaking. I can't do it.
We'll talk about it off mic.
I'm too excited.
It's basically 2 I love you hands turned into a pentagram.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you know. Guys, 2 Rachel's left. Like I said before, you don't usually get to see his dashing good looks on this particular after show. Maybe you do if you tune into the NX team every Wednesday night. But now he's at the table. You can find him online at Mark B. Donica because he's Mark B. Donica.
It me. He said all of my intro.
It you IRL.
It me. Yeah, I'm not a disembodied voice anymore. I'm an actual person. I'm just around. I'm actually watching the show right now.
And manning, manning the 1s and 2s today with our trusted Nancy. Guys, give it up for Neil. Neil, where can they find you?
Well, that's terrific.
Oh, Neil.
Hey, hi, my name's Neil. You can find me where Neils are online at the Neil Plumley, which has a spelling that I don't want to do right now.
We caught him off guard.
Just go to neil.com.
N and N.
That's your website, right?
Instead of M
It's
and M.
Neil.xxx.
Neil.go.
www.
Nobody's gonna find you, Neil.
Neil.xxx dot
Lighthouse.com.
spelled out
Such a-
D-O-T.
Neil's
Yeah.
a cam girl.
I wish. Cam girls make so much money.
Bless.
I know, blast.
What's up?
Blast.
So wrestling.
Wrestling.
Who cares?
We got some. We got some wrestling to talk about.
Yeah.
We got Katrina. We got Mil Muertes.
Oh, yeah.
She wants that cup.
She really does.
It's really gonna tie the room together.
All that she wants is the Cueto Cup.
You guy, you
Yeah.
son of a.
It's a little crazy.
No, not at all.
Nope.
We're still just like, yo, can we do Ace of Base?
I love
Shout out
Ace
to
of Base.
Alicia.
Shout out to Alicia. One love, Alicia Fox.
Alicia Way.
No way.
Yes,
Jose?
Hey.
Wrong show. My bad.
But
Wednesdays.
so we've got Katrina, we've got Mil, the former Pascual Mendoza. Katrina is out for the Cueto Cup.
Yeah.
Doesn't care who he has to destroy to get it. I don't know if it would really go well with his like skull throne or anything. You know,
I mean,
No, too many tassels.
way too many.
Too many
A lot of
teeth.
ribbons, a lot of participation ribbons.
Yeah.
Hanging off the Cueto Cup.
like Indiana Jones, he picks it up and he just dusts. He's like, you wrong choice.
Yeah,
he chose foolish.
He chose poorly.
Like, for when we go from something like the Dial of Doom, which is very bloody and very like kind of almost like Rob Zombified.
Yeah.
This is the Cueto Cup was a little underwhelming. We've talked about
It was
that.
like
I was
Stonehenge
watching-
and Spinal Tap.
No, it's
That's
amazing.
exactly right.
What the fuck is this?
It's 3 feet tall.
Could have crushed it.
It's a literal toy. I was watching Lucha today in my office with a wrestling. She's a wrestling fan, but she's
big
never
deal.
seen Lucha Underground. That I have an office.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Do you have
I
a
work.
secretary?
Oh, I do have an assistant.
Oh, I love it.
I have an assistant. Can you imagine me with an assistant?
Yeah.
All I do is like, I'm like, find me a cannoli. Stat. That's all I
Fresh
do.
one.
We got a raucous
Yeah.
crowd. In
Where
the
they
studio
filled it today.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's
you get
the secret
it.
to a cannoli.
So you were watching.
I was watching Lucha in my office with somebody, and she was like, fuck, this isn't a good story. I gotta go.
Now you gotta finish it.
And then she saw a lion in the office. There was a lion in the office, and that's the story.
Doc! We have to go back. There's a lion in the front yard.
I'm late for AfterBuzz.
I'm late for lion practice.
So heavy.
It was crazy,
No,
man.
but please tell me where that story was really going.
It was literally just that she saw, the whole thing was so fantastical, and then she saw Melissa holding up the Cueto cup, and she was like, that thing dinky as hell. And I was like,
She
girl,
right.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She's right.
I was slapping my head. I was
Yeah, disappointed. Hi, Kevin.
Kevin is dead on in this case.
I think my favorite thing in this little vignette was when he's like, my love for you. And he like goes to take her hand and she's just like,
She's just like,
I'll give you the kiss of death instead.
all right, man. like you lick the face of guys every time he has a match.
Like we should just be friends.
Right, exactly.
That's what
Does that make it any less special? Just because she licks other men, it doesn't make it.
Well, no, but
special when
think
she
about it.
licks him?
If she'll lick other men and gives you the kiss, that's like a honey.
She's right.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, but
Baby.
kiss or no kiss, Jeremiah Crane not happy.
Oh,
Red
that was
boy.
so creepy.
He's a
just
red boy.
freaking out in the shadows. In the shadows.
Am I watching this wrong, or is he red as hell? When he fights, he gets so red.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I gotta be right.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
boy.
when I was watching it on my computer, I was like, there's gotta be, oink, oink, there's gotta be something wrong with my eyes.
Shout out to our audio listeners.
You have no idea what I did.
And our Greek listeners, because she just said no.
Does anybody not watch the video?
Interesting.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the snake part yet.
Oh no.
Snake.
There's so much to get to, but this is the second week in a row that we've seen some romantic interaction followed by someone watching from the shadows. It's a very specific trope.
Creepy.
Cock. What? That's what it is.
Oh, that's terrific.
How is that not what it is?
I was gonna go with take my breath away.
I'm so happy we got so
But now
quiet
it's take my
when that,
cocoa
when that
I know.
happened.
Don't demonize me.
Cuck.
Cuck?
Stay with us, folks.
Gives a whole.
A feller cucker, hey. Do you like how I did it?
It gives a whole new meaning to the bull on Dario's desk.
Oh, wow.
So,
I got Rachel's new shirt.
there you go. Jesus Christ.
I smell a cock.
There's just a chicken that says Rachel.
Fellow cucker.
A fellow cucker, eh?
Don't make me laugh when I'm drinking my Coke Zero.
I can't wait for the chat to catch up.
Who's the chat now?
Just folks.
So,
We got folks.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
I don't know how we're gonna follow up with cucking, but we got Mil Muertes versus Veneno.
Poor guy.
Our favorite Spider Boy
You
Veneno.
can't even afford a full mask.
Right.
No.
Like, what kind
That
of shit
paint,
is
that paint ain't fooling anyone. Veneno.
Yeah, like the match
Veneno.
started, I was like, oh, his mask is kind of cool. And then as it went on, and by the end of like Katrina going to lick him, it's like half of his chin
Rubbed
was
off
gone.
a little bit
It's like,
more.
You can't get this guy a full mask?
Come
What the
on.
hell, man? Come on.
That's got to be intentional, though, right?
What's that?
That's right.
I mean, no.
All right, okay.
If that settles it, no.
It's not intentional.
No.
I understand.
That's our show, everybody. We'll make sure to tune in next one.
A fellow
buzz you
cucker,
later.
eh?
Did you expect this to be a squash match the way it was?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess anything's possible in the temple, but Mil Muertes, like, fresh off of kind of getting negged by Katrina,
Yeah.
is just gonna
The
beat the
pickup
bejesus out of Veneno.
Also, it's Veneno.
It's Veneno.
It's Veneno. You know? Okay.
Vino.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, we talked so much about Vinny Massaro last week.
Oh, he's the man.
But like we were
Elbow snoring.
Right?
looking at the standings for the cup and seeing this match down the pipeline. Did anybody think Veneno would have any sort of a chance?
No.
Well, everything
I
else
mean, he's
has
the
a
new
bit of
Arhennis.
squash.
Oh,
No
right.
offense to Arhennis, because let's go.
But
But
I guess it depends. It depends on kind of that parallel story of Officer Cortez or Reyes,
Cortez
whatever you want to
himself.
call him. You know,
Yeah.
it depends on that story where that's going.
Yeah.
If that, because you got to think,
Well,
that's got to be paid off at some point.
Maybe.
Like he's only Veneno to infiltrate the temple. And so where does this go?
Pop socket.
Nobody knows.
Here's the thing about
Shout out
Veneno.
to
Nobody,
Pop Socket.
nobody. No, shout out to Pop Socket. Nobody cares about Veneno.
Right.
I feel bad about saying that. I feel bad now.
As a quick about Faith.
I know, I feel bad now. But I don't care about him. I wish I cared about him more. We needed to see more backstory before putting him in the ring with Mill.
We saw so much backstory.
Kind of, but not him as Veneno. No, we didn't. No, we
Yes.
didn't.
See, good point.
But Veneno's a fake character. It's supposed to not have backstory.
Well, he's got to have something. Maybe let's see
His
him.
something is that he's an undercover officer playing a fake luchador.
Yeah, but I didn't.
to get to this Satan of a boss.
Sure, but I didn't see. I haven't seen him. I just haven't seen enough.
Well, no, because like
I've seen enough of his backstory. I haven't seen him in the Veneno being like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm just a luchador. I don't know."
Yeah, no,
You
I can piggyback onto that
Thanks,
because
dude.
like everybody's, well, almost everybody has been seen preparing for this tournament with some sort of a reason, some sort of a purpose. Winning this will get me something, and even
Not everybody.
But that's what I mean. Is like the people that we're supposed to care about. So if you want us to believe that anything can happen, Veneno or Officer Reyes winning the cup and being able to be in the ring with Dario Cueto, so throw some cuffs on him or something.
Right.
Then whatever, just something.
That has to be set up a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
So that way you can go. Well, he has to win so he can stop them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Something.
Why couldn't
something
you
like
catch that earlier when I was saying it in different words?
Yeah.
Oh, he has better words than you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's damn true.
And also, to that point, that setup could be argued that it happened earlier this season or last season.
But that's the thing, is we've had such a break, like some sort of an anything.
I would have liked one match with him and somebody else, and like him giving it a fair shot, and then actually winning it, and then see some sort of vignette that's like, "Ooh, I'm so glad they aren't. You know, I'm an
haven't
officer.
caught on.
But yeah, good for me." And then he gets in the ring with Mill and then dies. I'm fine with that.
I want to see so badly like a lucha version of Drunk History where you just like imitate everyone and they have to act it out to your words.
Wait, that's a great idea.
Right?
Oh my god, will
Write
you
that
text
down.
it to me?
We know some people. We can get some people.
We
on
can make
board.
this happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Like, oh my god.
Let's just get in the temple with the wrestlers and have Rachel dictate the
Right.
matches.
I'm just imagining
Oh my
like
God.
a Cage promo, but to Rachel's voice.
What if it's reactive commentary? So instead of commentary on the match, I say the match, and then they have to do whatever I say.
That's what I was
There
saying.
you go.
You're
There
gonna
you
need
go.
to learn a whole lot more moves.
No. Just stand up the thing, and then you flip over once. Keep your legs out like this. Keep your legs out like this, and then you flap on the back.
I got it. I don't know.
Frog splash.
What's that? Frog slash.
Hello?
Who,
Dad?
who did what? Frog splash?
I wouldn't have gotten that at all.
Excuse me. Suplex?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. Powerbomb?
Excuse me. Chokeslam?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Meteora?
There you go. That's
Nope.
our favorite.
Nope.
No.
That will send us off on a Tune in Xbox 1 to 360 and find out what Sean Watman calls the Meteora.
What does he call it?
No.
I'll tell you after the show because we don't have enough time.
You gotta tune in for that. Next up, it's Rabbit Tribe time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that big old
Stretch.
We should all just like link our hands. and
Because
go up and
let's
down.
just whoop. Can we get that? Someone play the Rabbit Tribe music over this online.
One makes you
Now, last week we had Marty the Moth versus Saltador.
Oh.
It was pretty great.
It was a great
Pretty
match. Very entertaining.
Last week was one of my all-time favorite episodes, top
Oh,
to
I'm
bottom.
so glad I wasn't here.
I know.
But you were at VidCon.
I was at the BeatCon. Excuse me, I was at the BeatCon.
The videos.
Excuse me.
But so this week we've got more of the Rabbit Tribe. We've got Paul London taking on the Luchasaurus, Vibora.
Yeah, interesting.
Snakes eat rabbits.
You know what? Guys, you know what I hate?
What?
How dry Vibora's hair is.
Oh, it is a dry. He's a dry boy.
He's a dry guy.
He's a dry
I
guy.
really don't
You're a
like him.
dry guy?
Durs, you're a dry guy.
Well, no, it's because in between
Steering
matches,
wheel to play with?
they have him under a sun lamp, like an iguana.
Oh, baby,
really
that's
like that.
really cute.
So it dries him out.
Dying to see a vignette of that.
Just
Of just him
He's all
resting
just
on a
laying
rock.
on a heat rock.
exactly.
There's just like this shitty background, like it's all fake picture just painted.
Oh, I love it.
The lizard push-ups is what does it for me, for sure. So we've got...
This was a great match, though.
Right, Paul London coming out. Very impressive carrot.
Yeah.
Lot of plumage.
Yeah.
That is a solid prop carrot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Buzzinga.
Straight over the corner junk shot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The camera angle, the Dutch angle of that cod piece.
I was watching it at work,
Magnet.
like I said, and I was like, should I take it under the table? Because I can.
The answer is yes.
I know,
Well,
and I
no, because
did.
you'd still have your very audible reactions to everything. You'd still be like, oh, cod piece.
You'd still be throwing your remote across the room.
It's a penis!
Did
That's a
that
penis.
person that works in your office come in and was like, that ain't so dinky?
Now that's a trophy.
Just look at that carrot and that vegetable.
What's that?
Oh man,
But this match, I love anytime we get to see Paul London.
I love solo Paul London. Not to
Right.
not to be rude to his gimp
I mean, you gotta
other
admit,
person.
The run-ins from the rest of the tribe were just amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come, and there they go.
Then right out.
I
Just like
that
Kanai
they're-
do.
Yeah, I like that they're like goofy, whimsical henchmen, but I would also like it if they never ever fought. Like if they just came out from under the ring and were like, cut your toes. Like I would like that. That's
I got you, boys.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I like how Paul really tried to keep his glasses on for the whole first
Oh
segment.
man, when he kept
I
those
know.
on through that dive through the ropes.
Cool.
Holy crap.
And then
Cool.
he hits like the E-Honda strikes on the
Exactly.
outside.
That's
Like,
like-
That was dumb looking.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, I understand. Like
How
I
dare
get
you
it.
sully the name of Edmund Honda?
Listen, I drive a Honda. I get it.
You drive an E-Honda.
I drive an Honda.
That's an online-only Honda. An E-Honda.
So I get it.
Electronic Honda.
But this does not look good. It looks like my grandmother at Curves. Ooh.
doing
and
Tybo.
kick. Yeah. It's cute.
Billy Blanks.
No, but everything else was out. That was the only thing that I was like, come on, boy. I understand.
What else did we see in this match?
Oh, we saw an amazing Paul's on the top rope and he's about to die. And we're just like one hand.
Oh god.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
The dough, almost like a chokeplex right over his head.
It was like Hernandez's Cracker Jack.
The border toss. Oh yeah.
He just like grabs him by the throat. It was like heave ho.
Yeah.
That shit was great.
Yeah, no, not the border
not
toss.
so
That thing,
trustful.
That thing, yeah.
Oh, God,
Oh,
not
God.
the trust fall.
Oh my god.
Boy, oh boy.
No.
Boy,
He done fell into the chairs.
boy, oh boy, there was no water in the pool on that one.
No.
I'm just happy the chairs weren't pulled as forward. And he
forgot.
didn't just totally dome.
He
I'm, like,
forgot to say
seeing it.
fall away. You gotta say fall
away.
away.
We did
when you're
see. I
about
feel
to
like we
die.
did see someone like straight up $1 Million Baby onto a chair today on this episode.
Who?
On this episode?
I
Oh,
wonder-
Mel.
I think it was last week in the dive. No, that was a different.
You talking about the intentional one?
No, not that
decapitation?
one. No, not that one. Not that one.
I think that was last week when.
No, it was 2 weeks
dive.
ago. It was 2 weeks ago when what's his tits went into the chairs.
No,
Remember that?
no.
Aerostar.
Yeah.
It was something else.
Well, y'all got to stop hurting yourself because
know.
that's not fun to look at.
Right?
Yeah, no, it really hurt me, but I know that Paul's like a pro and he's a
He's a
vet,
tough boy.
and he is a tough boy. He is number one tough boy. Yeah, for sure.
Number one tough boy.
Oh, baby. Oh, that's cute, baby. That was but that was really disgusting looking. But besides that one little oopsie, Vibora's physicality, like I can talk about Paul London being a great worker all day, but Vibora's physicality is incredible. He's like one of the only people. Nope, that's not true. Everybody does it. Never mind. He's exceptionally good at living his character.
Sure.
I am a snicket snake. Snickety.
I was glad to see
Snake.
more out of his arsenal. It's usually
Right.
like
Yeah.
the pump kick, the choke slam, the tombstone. That's it.
Right, exactly.
So to see him do more moves was cool for me.
And that means that he took him much more seriously. He took London a lot. That's an actual credible threat. Man's the leader of a tribe, for goodness sake.
And no, we
Leader
didn't
of the
see
pack.
Drago or Pindar. at
But we
ringside.
did
We did
see
see Cobra Moon
Cobra Moon
talking mad shit.
and being
my
held
God.
at
Oh,
carrot
held at
point.
carrot point.
But she didn't care at all. She was like,
She
yeah,
didn't
no.
care at all.
I did it! I did it!
Oh, that's terrific.
Holy
This made me realize how bad I want a match with Famous or not Famous B with like Famous B and Brenda on the outside and Cobra Moon on the outside as well.
Yes.
Just constantly all of them just talking shit to one another.
Brenda and Cobra Moon interacting would be pretty phenomenal.
Get some lotion. You're scaly. You're gross.
You're shedding. You're so dry.
Did you eat your own tail? Gross.
Oh, we need Holly Meow back in the
Why are
studio.
the eyes on the side of your head?
Yeah.
Anybody surprised that Cobra Moon didn't get a spot in the tournament?
Well, we don't.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh. Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we do.
You know,
Why?
well, we
We've
know
seen
by
the
brackets.
by the end of the episode, we know the question marks aren't Cobra Moon. There's somebody else, but we'll get there.
Right.
What if the question marks were just Cobra Moon and they were like surprise and everyone's like, oh.
I guess.
All right.
Great.
All right, then sure.
It was me, Daryl.
Eventually,
all along.
It was me the whole time.
the interference from the rabbit tribe pays off. They hold on to Vibora's scaly little legs on the outside, causing the count-out victory,
Yeah.
advancing Paul London into the tournament.
Has
Yes,
this been
yes,
the first
yes.
count-out victory in Lucha?
No.
Oh, man.
There may be one more.
I wonder.
Matches normally don't end like this in Lucha.
Yeah, you might be right.
They're not a lot of
Because he loves
countouts.
violence.
Yeah, they're not a lot of rules.
Right. Interesting.
Wow. Chat, let us know if that's true.
That's the mark of Dario not giving a shit about a match is if he lets it end in a count.
yeah.
Oh,
Who is
It's
it?
like,
A giant snake man and a rabbit. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with those rabbits today.
One will eat the other.
Yeah.
So that means
He's brandishing a carrot, Dario. Leave them be.
carrot point.
Don't put me near that.
So the next round we'll see Paul London taking on Mil Mortis.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try that dive on Mill.
He just
my
does that
God.
right hand to the back of his head.
He does the reverse trident as Paul is diving.
It just looks like a Mortal Kombat X-ray move.
No. It looks like back when you used to like go from level to level and you would punch down.
Yep.
But it's just
Yep.
straight down.
Or Marvel Capcom, it just freezes.
Right, exactly. Next up, another first round match. We've got Joey Ryan taking on Taya.
So sweaty.
It's a very greasy boy.
Oh my god.
Watching this one?
Total zoom in on Joey's junk right at the beginning.
Of
Taya
course. This episode
Ty looked amazing.
heavy on the
Ty looked amazing.
Heavy on the junk shots.
heavy on the
Yeah, I was into it. I do appreciate that he didn't like force the lollipop into Taya's mouth like he usually does.
Right.
So that was nice.
Really treating her
Lots
like a
of-
lady.
I don't like it. I love Joey Ryan. I do, but every time that's
don't want it.
I don't want it. That's what it is. I feel like the only time I would fight somebody is if Joey Ryan came at me with his penis lollipop. And I would be like, ha! I would Paul London him. Cha, 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 cha.
The old
Eat
P-pop,
Honda,
huh?
eat Honda.
Feel what?
The old P-pop, huh?
Yeah, you know.
The good old P-pop.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
I remember my P-pop.
And he puts it
He
in
was a
his
great man.
Great man, my P-pop.
Aw. That's sweet. Also kind of rapey. What? Sorry. We're talking about dick lollipops. You're talking about grandpas over here. All I can think about Dirty Grandpa. You know that movie? Thank you.
Shao Kahn, not now.
Shao Kahn's a dirty grandpa.
Yeah, he
You
is.
get it.
Yeah, he is.
I loved her
He's a filthy peapod.
chop, slap, and combo just annihilated.
Oh man!
I know.
Oh, like violence
kicked-
party.
yeah.
Yeah.
She kicked his ass,
Yeah,
dude.
she connected. Those looked real.
Right.
That
Right.
looked intense.
That's because he was hit
Lots of those.
with the hand.
We got a knee to the face early on.
Yeah.
Eventually, we see that Northern Lights rolled over into the double stomp.
I love her bridge.
Oh, gorgeous.
Such a nice bridge.
Gorgeous. Ty and Alicia Fox. Best Northern Lights suplexes in the game. Alicia, there you go.
Northern Lights.
Should have gotten a Coke for Taya.
It's a Coke Zero.
Well, I should have.
For the audio listeners, it's a Coke Zero.
I wonder if they've got
Gotta make sure they get it right.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if Ty is on a
I
Coke,
doubt it. I doubt it.
On a what?
on a Coke bottle.
So you can buy your friend's Taya
I'll
Coke.
put her on one.
Yeah. You know.
And the Coke.
So Taya advances to the next stage of the
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah,
Surprise.
congrats.
I think on paper, just looking at this match, it was like, okay, so Joey will probably win. But once it started and she was kicking the shit out of him,
I don't know,
When
I
she got
think-
that 3 after her combo, I was like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
I think she might win in the Crane, in Jeremiah Crane match too.
You think so?
With the extra story
I just
stuff?
have this. Yeah, I just have like a feeling. I could be
Interesting,
wrong.
okay.
I'm usually wrong about most things, but
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah. But I have a feeling that she's gonna win because I think that he's going elsewhere. He's got other places to go.
Okay.
It's the Biffle senses.
Right, we'll get to that for
But
sure.
it was one of those things where you look at it on paper and you go,
Well, anywhere else other than the temple, you might think that Joey Ryan's going to get the win. I feel like in the temple, Taya is such a strong presence.
She's more revered,
and with her kind of connection to Worldwide Underground.
but now if we get, and here's circling back to the Veneno. Now circling back, both Joey Ryan and Veneno are out of the first round, which takes them out of attention. And they can have a storyline now where everybody's focusing on the tournament and we can get into the office. We can do this, we can do that. And Joey doesn't talk about how much of a piece of garbage cop he is.
Right.
And it now it's like, okay, yeah, we did our time and now people's focusing on the next round. So, yeah, we're just going to be back here searching for cocaine in the roof. You know.
I like it.
Super busy over here doing Empire
I
stuff.
like that all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes so much
you?
sense. I didn't even connect those two.
I dig it.
There we are.
Guess it's been too long.
Mark, you're such a smart boy.
I'm a smart boy.
Why has
He's
it been
a
so
smart
long?
boy.
Diddle-diddle-diddle. Smart guy. I love it. He's a smart guy.
I'm Roofa Man.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a Maori.
Oh.
I was gonna say like a warrior from New Zealand. No,
No,
I got it.
Like Tia and Tamara.
got it.
Yes.
And Taj.
They're my
And
sisters
Taj.
now. All of them.
That's sweet.
Mother of God.
Mother of God.
Now, backstage, we've got Mill rocking the classic three-piece suit plus a lucha mask.
What the fuck was this music?
Nothing's cooler than that. This music was a little
So weird.
It was a little out of place.
Is it just
Someone
me?
was playing it in the bathroom.
Is it just me, or
Vinny
did
Massaro
He was just on Spotify.
Oh, sweet Ben.
while eating pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza one hand, Spotify.
See, like secret behind the scenes thing about the Lucha Underground after show. Vinny's here. He's on the couch eating pizza. He just asked us not to show him.
At all
Sorry
times.
for calling out about that. Vin.
Well, he's sleeping right now.
He's Schrodinger's Vinny.
He's so beautiful when he's sleeping.
He's both here and not here. That's why we can't put the camera on him.
Exactly.
Oh.
Then you'll know. Like the one time Brian Cage wasn't here until he was.
Until Melissa was like, get over here.
And I loved watching the channel.
Show him your
Everyone
shirt.
"Ah, ah." I'm sorry, I keep interrupting. I'm never usually on this side of the camera. I'm just excited. No, I need it.
I want to see it. What is that? I'm looking at your phone.
Oh, my phone? Here
I
you
don't
go.
care about your fucking candy. Are you mad because I said the F word?
No.
Are you mad because I said the F
I'm
word?
mad because you tried to steal his candy.
I didn't try to
I'm
steal
mad you
candy.
haven't said the F word enough.
Yeah,
is a-
frogs.
Well, that's terrific.
Neil, you're a genius.
Oh, good
Goddamn
stuff.
genius.
Can we talk about Jeremiah Crane pretty much murdering and
Well, yes.
decapitating
I
Bill?
forgot that's what that's
flipping crazy.
I forgot that's what we were talking about because once again, I was so distracted by the three-piece suit plus lucha mask
Yeah.
look.
He was ready
which
to go
is
out on the town.
The coolest look.
Yeah.
The Ramses. Much like Ramses.
Ramses.
But
I didn't know the Man of 1,000 Deaths got down like that.
of course, he's classy.
I also appreciate that every time he puts his mask makes his face look like this.
He's a squanchy baby. Oh.
That is true. That is true. He's a little like Drop Dead Fred.
It's
She squashed my head.
Yuppie yuppie dog poo.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez,
This show is every week brought to you by the year 1991 in cinema.
Oh my god, I was almost a concept then.
God, I hate you.
Wow.
So Jeremiah Crane, he was in the shadows being a red boy earlier on in the show, very, very upset about Katrina and Mill's
Yeah, Mr.
relationship,
Krabs.
whatever that is, Mr. Krabs, very sure.
Yeah.
So now he decides to do something about it
Yeah.
and just beats the dog shit out of him.
Fucking-
Oh my god, his best faces in wrestling.
Oh, I got that later
Yes.
on.
His face is I would watch an entire episode of compilation of close-ups of his face.
You're absolutely right, for sure.
He sells better than anybody I've ever seen.
Right,
I'm obsessed with him.
right.
You know, his character was made
face,
for me.
the
He's
crazy
right
hair.
here. Jeremiah, come on.
Stop it! I'm nervous. Space Cat. Okay, same cat. You know, you were there. We were there together.
Yeah.
I think he might be my favorite.
Yeah.
Favreau. I think he might be my favorite.
You're John Favreau.
Yeah.
Here's my John.
He's really successful.
Right.
Great director too.
Swingers.
Very good.
But it's like his character was made for me. It's like they were like, Rachel, what do you want to see in a wrestling character? Wrestler, that works too. And they put him into him. Oh, shave half your head and make him a serial killer? Sure.
Sure.
Make him
Hail from the last house on
crazy with love.
That's always
Hail
been one
from
of my favorite hometowns.
Yeah.
God, it's so
Almost
good.
as good as
It's
parts
all
unknown.
so good.
Right.
And I'm
Almost thought they
so
owned
glad they're pushing him as hard as they are.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's always, it makes me nervous when I see my favorites come into any new promotion and I'm like, you're going to bury him, you're going to make him work for it, you're not going to recognize all the things that he's done before you. And no, they didn't do that. They were like, no, he's amazing.
Right.
And every time he's in the ring, sorry, I can't get enough of Jeremiah Crane. Every time he's in the ring, it looks like somebody's fast forwarding.
That's a good point. I like that a lot. I actually like that.
He's the speed, not just speed, just like manic
Speed 2 cruise control.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. The minute he gets up, it's like bazoops.
The Carnival Cruise Line of
Zoing, zoing,
professional
zoing.
wrestling. Zom, zong, zoing, bazoit.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Makes my heart go boom, boom, boom. He's my supernova girl.
Zoom, zoom.
Nice
She's
ball.
mine. And he just nails him with
He
the chair.
opens that chair, puts it on top of Momota's head, and then just wrecks that chair.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
scissors
With
it.
another chair.
Well,
Yeah.
that was breaking
Straight
his neck.
decapitation.
That was that he decapitated him, right? I love the camera work of it like slowly fading out.
Right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
oh, he done died another death.
Right. I don't know if he straight up decapitated him.
He
No, he did.
I think he
find out.
died.
as much as he like crushed his trachea.
He's
No,
gonna
go
come
then.
in looking like Monkey Bone with his head all
Yeah.
taped.
Monkey bone, Jesus
Aw.
Christ.
What a
What if they have?
Chris Kattan as
Bolts
Brendan
in.
Fraser.
bolts?
Yeah,
No, just sew his head back.
Like Frankenstein.
like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster.
Well,
Thank you.
Right.
well, if you know anything about frickin' anything, Mark,
Yeah.
you'll know that he adopted the name Frankenstein after the death of his goddamn master. So maybe learn something before you talk on the panel, okay? On an ambulance!
That bird needed an ambulance for sure. Rachel, is that real? Is that real? Because I believe you. That's
If I know anything, I know stupid shit.
Took the name of his father
right. Right.
to carry on the
Do
line.
you feel
technically-
cheated or robbed?
I made the joke that all English people make
Sure.
of that. It's
Well-
like, it's actually Frankenstein's monster.
It's just a little
And
bit
she-
more. It's just a little bit more complicated than that.
She ethered the shit out of
Basically,
that.
what happened is that Igor went one day
I believe
to
it's
Frankenstein.
Igor.
Right.
You know what? You're right. Before Frankenstein died, he said, you know what? You've created something awful. And one day, when you're dead, they're going to know him by your name, and you're going to be a big nothing. And that's what happened. And then the monster was like, yeah, bitch. Got you. Got your ass. I'm you now.
Snatched.
I single white female Jew.
That's such a great flick.
Catfished.
Yeah, it's
It's
really good.
incredible.
It's really good.
stiletto
It's
heel.
happening to
I've
you
learned
right
so
now.
much in this episode already.
Crisis to Dawn says duct tape his neck like idle hands.
There you go, like Nub.
See, that's what we got.
Like
That's
Panub?
what, we're finally getting there. We're finally getting to the point where the audience is making the movie references
it.
with us.
You got it. That's why
I
we
love
Leatherface. So good. So speaking of Jeremiah Crane, I don't know if we got to this week's installment of the very Australian HBO
Oh,
build
yeah, it was next.
to Rey Mysterio
It was
and
next,
Johnny
yeah.
Mundo. Is that next?
Mundo Ray hype again.
I love it.
With Chavo.
like it.
I like it.
everybody giving their insight. And I love how on Chavo's lower third it said retired.
Retired
Yep.
luchador.
Very quietly.
Luchador.
Yep. I just love that this segment saw just actual Brian Cage and
Oh, I know.
not like God-powered Gauntlet Cage, but just like, oh yeah, Johnny Mundo, yes, he's bigger and he
should have been eating.
better, right? Right, exactly.
Doing curls and just like
like
shoveling
eating beef and
protein in his
broccoli.
mouth. Yeah.
Chipotle
Out of his
Just
Tupperware.
chicken and asparagus.
Uh-huh.
Chipotle burrito
grilled
bowl,
this
no
today.
rice, all lettuce.
No, it's
A jar
no.
of peanut butter?
This is what it is.
Sharp peanut butter.
It
a
is.
finger.
It's double steak, double cheese, guacamole on the side, lettuce on top, not on the bottom.
No.
You're gonna get your lettuce soggy.
I don't want to sog my lettuce.
I've learned a
She
lot.
likes soggy boys. Not
I don't
soggy
like
lettuce.
soggy
soggy
lettuce. No, I like a nice butter crisp.
No way, no way. But let's talk.
Out of here.
Let's talk the next first round match: Jeremiah Crane versus Killshot.
This
had to be one of the best matches ever.
Yeah,
in Lucha.
It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, next to Vinny Massaro versus Cage, obviously.
Yeah,
but,
obviously,
yeah.
Were you here for this one too?
I think maybe. No, I don't think I was. No.
Oh man,
So I didn't enjoy it quite once as much as Vinny Massaro versus Cage.
Hot with dive for dive.
So many dives.
And it was crazy because it was like, okay, you do a fucking suicide dive, I'll do a suicide dive. You do another one, I'll do another one. And then
You mean like horse?
Killshot, yeah.
It's not like
They were playing horse, and then Killshot did.
They were playing Lucha.
The Pillsbury flop.
Right.
Like Gainer over the rope to the outside. I was like, I've never seen Sammy do that. Is he gonna do that? And he's like, no, I'll do a low pay.
No, yeah, exactly.
Did you was that ironic? The holy shit
What?
when he went through the bottom rope.
No, I don't think
that's
so.
Okay,
rough,
good.
His
dude.
elbow hit that dude in the face.
No, it's incredible.
That's
no,
rough.
I mean no, that was really incredible and it was super impressive. But I didn't know if it was ironic because it was so low.
No, it's not like
Han?
when
It's not like when he
What's the
stepped
dude
off
from
the
the-
turnbuckle.
yeah, it's not like
Right.
the dude
Yeah.
from the rabbit trap
Right,
jumping
right.
and hopping and everyone
It's-
chants holy shit.
It's one of those things. That move is one of those things that at the right angle, shot at the right angle is super impressive. Shot at it slightly the wrong angle is mildly impressive. Like it's, I understand cognitively. I understand how hard that is because I fell getting into this chair. Like I understand that physics is hard.
Right.
But going through the bottom rope, very impressive. The angle that they shot it at was not very impressive. So that's why when they were like, holy shit, I was like, y'all kidding or what? Like, no, that's cool though.
Y'all kidding or what?
Yeah, no, they
Y'all
weren't
kidding
kidding.
or this?
That backdrop onto his feet.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Travel with is like a video game.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this when I get home.
What the hell?
Killshot keeps re-establishing what the limits of wrestlers in the temple can do.
Wow,
Right.
what a beautiful thing to say. There.
Seriously,
It's
like,
true.
like there are a lot of times you go, oh, he's doing that again. Oh, this person's doing that again. Oh, we've seen
No.
that all the time.
Right.
And then Killshot, you're just like, stop! What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Stop putting kill in Killshot. You're gonna kill yourself.
There's a crispness to everything that he does that I don't know if we see in Prince Puma's arsenal necessarily.
Here's what I think the difference is that I think Prince Puma seems very choreographed and very calculated.
It flows. It's very kind of smooth.
practice.
It's all
moves.
like it's ballet. Like anytime I show like the Osprey and like whatever whatever. I was just gonna say that other guy.
Yeah.
He
that
bounces
Puma
around
likes
like
to
a
do sometimes.
ricochet?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, you've heard of him.
I think his name's Rick O'Shea.
Oh, Rick. I love Rick. My sales manager.
Richard O'Shea.
Scotsman?
Famed Irish wrestler Rick O'Shea.
Richard O'Shea.
Anytime I show somebody that match, they're always like, "Oh my god,
O'Shea
it's
Chevrolet
ballet."
from Little Giants?
That's. I don't understand literally anything all of y'all are saying at any moment. Oh, I'm good at keeping talking over men. Trust.
Subscribe to Snarled.
Subscribe to Snarled.
WWW.
www. Anytime I show people that match, they're like, "Oh my god, it's ballet. That's so lovely. It looks like ballet."
And
I'm like,
you have to
yes,
explain
of
that's like
course.
this. Most of wrestling is not this.
No, but then
you show 'em, like-
you see somebody who has I'm sure the same amount of calculation in their move, but everything seems unintentional. Like everything that Killshot does, it seems like he landed there, and it's the next logical step is to do this incredible thing that I've never seen before.
Right.
It's super impressive and it's really amazing to look at and beautiful to look at, but at the same time, for some reason, looks like just breathing to him.
Right.
That happened at a point in the match where he hits like a kick, another kick, and Crane falls, and Killshot just falls like right into a pin on top of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It just like
exactly.
happened that way. Like it wasn't intentional.
remember how he
Like I'm gonna
got
hit
up
you with
there.
all of these, and that's gonna set you up for the pin. It's like, okay, I'm out of energy.
And
Oh
then-
shit, I'm just gonna land on top of you. It happened to be a pin.
I can't remember how he got up there, but at one moment, how did this happen? It was really amazing. When he got up onto a platformed area.
That was the backdrop, and he lands
Oh, okay.
up
He lands up there. Yeah. And then he looks at the audience and he's like, "I got you." So
Finger
swag.
gun.
Oh my god, he's just so
Chicken-leader.
amazing.
Right, I know.
I love him, and I've gotten over the fact that his gear looks like boxers. They look like boxer briefs. His gear. Go look at Killshot right now.
No.
Are you Snapchatting?
Cranes,
I did, yeah.
Cranes,
Yeah, there's your head.
classic.
Oh my God,
Spit
what's
on
it-
my hand.
Oh god, that was so great.
And just let it dangle, and then
It didn't dangle,
chop
though.
you.
Did you see that it didn't dangle?
No,
it just stayed on his.
there. It was just like the webbing between his fingers. Was
Jeremiah
just
Crane,
saliva.
he puts his hand up here and then he spits on it, and it's not like, ooh, little spit. It's like a clunk,
gross
a punk.
goopy.
It's like I've been wrestling for 20
gunk.
minutes, and here we go.
Yep. Yeah.
Every time, well, he spits a lot when he wrestles too. Anytime I spit it. Anytime I show
Guys.
anytime I show somebody Jeremiah Crane in the ring, I'm like, yeah, it's like he's on Broadway. You know, like he spits a lot, like he's on Broadway because he's a performer.
Is that a thing that happens on Broadway?
Oh my God! If you sit in the front row of Broadway, you're gonna get spit.
It's like a
spit
Gallagher
on.
show?
Yes, it's watermelon, but
Danger,
up the mouth.
because if people in the first few rows, you may get wet.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Hot.
That cannonball
I need to get new
run.
tickets to Hamilton.
I have not thrown away my
I was
shot.
trying to make a funny like vagina joke, but I couldn't do it.
Nailed it.
Like Hamilton.
Nailed it.
Like I was just gonna say, like Hamilton, camel toe,
That's the porn parody.
Camelton,
Hamilton.
Hamil toe. You bloody genius.
I'm not, because that's the porn parody. Is
Oh,
Hamilton.
that's actually it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it's Hamilton.
No.
You learn a lot here on the Lucha Underground After Show.
It's a very educational show, guys.
Did you know
Crane's
camel toes are a
cannonball
thing
run.
now? Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Camel toes are a thing now on Instagram.
Let's talk about it later.
You want to talk about
What do
it
you
later?
mean?
Talk about it later.
No, let's.
He
No, let's.
doesn't
We
wanna
have
talk
very
about
little time, and we need
explore
to.
This is why I don't like having producers here. Look at this. You're
There's
stifling,
literally a producer in your ear.
you're stifling my creativity. I'm talking about camel toes on Instagram.
Jesus.
Okay.
This is an Instagram.
You're right.
Well,
Fine.
eventually-
Wrestling. What about wrestling?
Eventually, it looks like Killshot's got the match in the bag.
Yeah.
Hits the kill stomp.
The kill stomp.
It's
Terrible
very
name.
interesting move.
Terrible name.
But Dante Fox has other thoughts. Says that this thing between
That's
us
really weird.
ain't over.
Yeah.
What's that?
Just the shot of, like, we've been to the temple. Sorry. We've been to the temple and seeing like just the random catwalk that isn't there.
Right.
And then and it's like, what's that catwalk doing there? Oh,
Oh,
that's it.
suddenly.
Underlit.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So that provides a distraction. Jeremiah Crane hits the cranial contusion for the win to advance in the tournament.
I'm so sick of this will they won't they BS.
They
with
should just kiss.
Dante Fox and Killshot. I'm sick of it.
It's like Ross and Rachel at this point.
Oh my God. Tell me about it.
Like
Have the baby.
Jim and
Get over
Pam.
it.
Jim and Pam is a much
Update
more
your reference.
Right.
Very contentious, the
It's like
relationship.
it's like the Lannisters.
There you
It's
go.
a lot like the Lannisters without the familial relations.
So lost.
Oh, you don't. Oh, now you don't know the references. Now that we're talking about things in this century, you don't know the references.
No, but speaking of familial relations,
Welcome to me. What?
that's for you, Ty.
No, I
You're the
wanted to see-
lead.
I wanted to see where you took it.
Oh wait.
No.
Wait. After the match, Katrina.
There you go.
She was standing up there and she was like, "I'm into it now," and then he was like,
No, it's just because he was tired.
"No,
was
I know tired, and that wasn't tired."
He was just blown.
She was like, "Oh, I see you."
He was a sweaty boy. He was hanging over the ropes, and he was like, "Come and get your love, Redbone."
Boom, doom, doom,
Such a good song.
Hey.
There you go. There you got it. Jesus. So where do we think this might be going?
Oh, it's gonna happen. I think that she's gonna stick with Mill for a bit to like weaken him, maybe for some reason, and then she's going to take Jeremiah. She's gonna transfer her rock power to Jeremiah.
Well, where do you think we're going with the whole Mill's head being smashed thing?
Oh, he's just gonna come back. He's literally death.
He's gonna wake up again. His eyes are a different color now.
He's gonna have half an eye in his shade. He's gonna have a glacier
dude?
eye.
Now he's Mill Dark.
Well, no. What if, dude? Something that they could do is, what if they give him like shattered eyes?
Wow.
Like there's a full eye contact where it looks like the pupils are shattered.
Jesus.
Ouch.
hope
Those
we
contacts
get-
would hurt so bad.
But we get like a backstage vignette of Crane and Katrina with that Ouija board.
Oh, I forgot about the
And-
Ouija board.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You remember we used to play this?" You know? And she puts the rock, and that's what guides the Ouija board. Is the rock.
And then it goes to like DTF question
Or
mark.
like, it says something.
And
it's
she's like,
it
"Jeremiah,
spells
stop."
out Mill, and he's like right there.
Stop.
He's just like awkwardly staring at them, just sad in the background. He just,
and he's like a fellow cucker.
So hold on. Can we work through this together? Oh,
What's that?
I hear you with the cocker. I hear you. Can we work through this together, though?
Chucker, eh?
Okay, just real quick. I need to know.
What's
Okay,
that?
so if he is dead, the only one who can bring him back is Katrina.
No. Right.
So she gonna do that, right? It's not like we're losing him. We're not losing him.
He's only mostly dead.
Oh, interessante.
Princess Bride.
What if he finds a way to come back without her and decides to exact his vengeance?
To that same token, what if it's a pool of 1,000 lives?
Ooh, like a Lazarus pit kind of situation?
Yeah, so what if, but it's like, I've promised you all of these lives, but what if she has control of who gets what lives?
Like Little Mermaid.
It's like, he's Mil Muertes
Right.
because he was the first person that was brought back with that pool of lives.
Dario's Ursula.
But upon her own, like, at her own discretion, she's like, that boy was pretty cute, I'll bring him back.
Sure.
A little bit of a side piece.
Well, we got one last thing.
Oh my
one last
God.
thing to talk about.
Okay.
We have a sort of familiar shape.
Seemingly familiar shape.
In Dario's office.
Yeah.
Because there is, as we've talked about before, there is a whole bunch of question marks left in the very last spot in the tournament. And we find out that this gentleman likes to call himself Son of Madness.
Brother of Havoc. It's
Son of Madness, Brother of Havoc.
Brother of Havoc.
Nephew of Chaos.
Hailing from the open road.
Also from the open road. Also using a voice modulator.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I appreciate that they gave him the family voice.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
Mama Havoc.
bagel bites.
Mama Havoc didn't have that with the bagel bite.
No, she didn't.
They got that from Dad.
There you go.
Learned it from watching you.
or rather, I learned it from watching you.
Oh God, you sound like Buffalo Bill.
Fuck me.
Sure, great big fat person.
Oh, wait.
Oh wait.
Oh, would you?
Well, shit, great big fat person.
Oh, would you?
I love him.
So good. Shout out to Ted Levine.
He just yells at
Somebody
hurt my dog.
Yes.
somebody wanted me to point out that next week's episode is called Left for Dead.
Ooh, it's a great game.
And it could mean a lot of
great
things.
game.
I know what it means.
I really hope we get Ricky Mandel just filing through those pictures.
Oh man, I just want Ricky Mandel in a heap with like flies.
Hey guys, you said you'd be back.
I didn't
Johnny?
eat, I didn't eat for 3 weeks.
Oh man.
PJ?
Covered so much wacky ground in this episode.
I don't know who Ricky Mandel is unless you call him
Not Johnny Mundo.
Lil Moondy.
Little Moondy.
Lil Moondy.
That's his rap
Little
name.
Little baby Moondy.
Oh man,
That's
this is fun. This is fun. We're gonna be talking so much weird shit next week. Like Titus O'Neil, apparently.
I haven't done that in a long time.
We hope you'll join us for that, I guess.
Seals the deal.
Mark Donica, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Mark P. Donica. I'm also the host of the NXT After Show here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. No, yes, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. we go live as myself, the hobo, Bill Handstock. I've got a lot of weird stuff at my silly hole, so it's my store called Mark's Silly Fun Hole. I've got really fun shirts on there, and also NXTteam.spreadshirt.com, where you can help support the NXT team. It helps us out a lot. Hey, Rachel.
Rachel, where can they find you?
You can find my silly hole at Rachel. What? He said it first. I'm attached to the mic. At Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans. Really, it does depend on how your brain works. And also at www.youtube.com/snarled. Snarled. What? Tyler?
Jimbo,
What?
Jimbo, where can they find you?
Find me on Twitter at Jimbo in the booth. Enough.
That's short and sweet. Short and
Keep it
sweet.
real.
My
I'm
baby.
sorry, Jimbo.
Find me online at Ty Matthews PMA. Check me out on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood every second and fourth Saturday of the month in Portland, Amy. It's completely free. We just wrapped up the Red Carpet Rumble, our biggest show of the year, so be on the lookout for that on your local listings. You can find me on the
American
Ninja Warrior panel on Wednesday nights, as well as
Grit.
American Grit right before this one, but not tonight.
Also, if you're in Los Angeles on Sunday. Nope, on Friday. Tomorrow,
Yes,
Ty
Flo.
and I are going to be on a show together.
It'll be Jacked Wrestling Comedy presents Flow. That's Funny Ladies of Wrestling. It's an all-female produced, all-female starring show at the Pack Theater tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
I'm commentating.
Rachel's commentating.
I'm calling the matches.
It's going to be pretty incredible.
I am Vampiro.
They just did
Vampira.
flippy stuff from over there.
Guys,
Vampira.
remember, if you're on YouTube, leave us
Thank
a thumbs up, leave us a comment. If you're on iTunes, download, comment, review, subscribe, rate. 5 stars if you're nasty. And we'll be right back here, same bad time, same bad channel, talking episode 25 next week. But until then, Viva la Lucha!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.